Hello to the viewers of my channel. As Fervis here. Just kind of a new venture I'll be getting into this channel, and that's jersey review vids. And I know there's a lot of them out there from people who buy from the secondary market sites. I know probably the most popular site right now is AliExpress. Now, I don't know if it's AliExpress or AliExpress. I've heard different people in different channels call it those two things. I'm just going to stick to Ali because that's what most people say. Probably completely wrong about it, but it's like aliexpress.com. So I'm a jersey collector. I have a semi-large collection. Most of my collection is authentic jerseys and 100% legit. The jerseys that you get, and I will always say this, the jerseys you get on AliExpress or any site similar, and you're paying anywhere from $15 to, let's say, $45 for it, they're not authentic. They're not legit. They're fake. I mean, I call them replica. I mean, it is what it is. This particular jersey you're seeing right here is a Jackie Robinson Brooklyn Dodgers home jersey. This is not a legit Mitchell Ness jersey. If it was, it would be wool flannel. This is a replica jersey. I got this at a flea market some years ago, and this is one of the things I want to talk about. But Ali and places like that, what it is basically it gives you a chance. I mean, a lot, as we know, the retail industry, things just keep going up and up in price. It's making it very much difficult to buy these jerseys at retail prices, and I do own a lot of them, and I will not, I'll continue to buy when I can, when there's sales, and whatnot. But, for some of the jerseys, it's particularly current player jerseys, the problem is that they switch teams so often, and it's really kind of risky to buy their jersey at a premium price, and then they're not on the team. I mean, my favorite team in football is the Philadelphia Eagles, and, in recent years, they've gotten rid of so many of their star players, and it's like, well, why am I even bothering buying paying a premium price for a jersey when the player's not going to be there after how long? So, you kind of look at these other options, and, 20 to $35 for a jersey of a current player. It's not that much of a risk as it is when you're paying, $100 plus for that same player. Now, it's an authentic jersey. The material is going to be better. It's going to be better put together. But at the same time, I mean, what you get from these other options, these other areas, is not a bad jersey. And you're actually, again, you're not taking as big of a financial risk getting it when the player could, leave or be traded, or, free agency, or teams change their jerseys around or whatnot. And it's like you're paying a premium for it when you just never know if the player's going to be there the next year, and in some cases the same year. So, but this is another example. And again, like I said, I got this at a flea market. Now, this is a Jackie Robinson Dodgers. Now, if it was an authentic, it would be wool flannel, and it's not wool flannel, so it's not authentic. And it's claiming to be Mitchell & Ness because of the tagging. It's not an authentic Mitchell & Ness. I certainly know the difference. I have 3 wool flannel jerseys in the collection. The problem, though, is I'm a seasonal jersey wearer. So when it's baseball season, I like to wear baseball jerseys. And when it's football season, I like to wear football jerseys, and so on and so on. Basketball and hockey and such. The problem with the wool flannel jerseys is they're very hot. You put them on and you wear them even indoors, you tend to, at least I tend to sweat. So I like to have this as an alternative. Again, I know that this is a replica jersey. It's not authentic. But at the same time, I can wear this in the hotter months and not, turn into a puddle. Basically turn into Frosty, snowman after it gets hot. So, again, this is an alternative, and you'll notice it's more of a, it's more of kind of a poly knit material. It's not flannel as it should be, but it's more wearable for the warmer weather. This is one of the only ones I have for like an older player, and like I said, the detail is there. I mean, the font, the numbers are pretty accurate. It's only got the 42 on the back like it should. Like I said, it's a nice alternative to wear instead of wearing one of those really hot wool flannels. And again, the material, when you wear an authentic, you can definitely tell. And when you wear one of these, you can definitely tell it's not authentic. But again, it's an option, and sometimes it's all about having those options. And I really don't mind. I just want to be comfortable. And I also don't always want to pay a premium for these jerseys, particularly current player jerseys. It really makes it tough, and they just keep going up in price every year. It's just, anymore, it's almost ridiculous. So it's, it's something that, I know, people, all they buy is authentic, and that's fine. There's people that only buy, knockoffs, and that's up, that's their prerogative. I'm one that firmly believes you do what you have to do. I'm not gonna hate on people, and it's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, this is my first venture into AliExpress. I made a purchase. I was a little trepidatious about the process because I was buying years ago from another seller who had their own site. It wasn't AliExpress. I think the name of it was like Alaba. It had some numbers behind it that I forget. But I was buying jerseys from them for a little over a year. And what happened was things were going fine. I was getting what I was paying for. It would come in the mail, and there wouldn't be a problem there. But after a while, my credit card got taken. My credit card information got taken, and they were using it to buy other goods that I wasn't paying for. Now I got it straightened out. I caught it in time. I stopped the payments. So it really, I never was really charged for any of it, which was really good. But at the same time, that was a worry in the back of my mind, because you buy in these sites, it's like what you would do, at least back then, is you would buy and you would put something in your cart, you would hit the pay, and then they would kind of take you to another site for you to pay, and then you would pay for it, and then it would take you back to the original site, which, yeah, I mean, it was shady. I mean, it was definitely not the way it should be, but again, I was getting my items, so I didn't really, I didn't really care too much. But once the card got taken, that was the end game for me. But where am I going with this? So I first learned about AliExpress about a year ago. A friend of mine from overseas came over for a visit, and kind of introduced me to the site. We had a long conversation about it, and I told him my concerns, and he said, he totally understands. He said he's never had any problem like that with Ali, and he was buying from them for a while. And so another friend of mine was with us at the time, and we kind of took it all in. We went on the website, afterwards, took a look around, saw the different variety, and we're pretty impressed by it. And now AliExpress is kind of like the Chinese eBay. I mean, there's tons of sellers on there selling their stuff. Probably none of it's authentic, but they're all selling it. And it's all run by AliExpress. It's covered by AliExpress. So then my other friend started buying, and he's been buying from them for a couple months. No issues, no problems. And so I figured, what, if it's good enough for them, let me give it a shot. I bought a jersey a couple weeks ago. It's on the way. It should be here this week. And let me tell you, I had no issues. When I went on there, you buy from the seller, but you pay through AliExpress. So you buy the item. There's no website jumping, and it doesn't take you to a secondary site to pay. It's all through AliExpress, and that's one of the things I was worried about. I'm like, how am I going to, when I pay for this, is it going to do that? And if it did that, I probably would have backed out of it, but it didn't, and it was seamless. It was really easy to do, and I had no complaints at all. And they'll send you an email once the jersey is prepared for shipping and once it's shipped out by the seller, and then you can track it. All on AliExpress. You don't have to go on any other site. You just have to log in, and it's one of the options. Now, one of my friends uses the app. I don't use the app yet, although I think you can knock off $1 or $2 per jersey if you use the app. I just use the regular site. Like I said, I had no problems. I was able to track the jersey, the package, I should say, and like I said, it should be here. Hopefully, it's in the States now, so it should be here within a day or two, and then I'll have the first review for AliExpress. And like I said, it was a seamless process. It was really easy. I will say this up front too, I will not buy for people. I am not a seller. I am a buyer. So I purchase things for myself, and I'll be doing the review vids, but I will not buy. So please don't ask me if I can buy something. My way of looking at this is, if I can use the site, anybody can use the site. It's that easy. I am not a very tech savvy person. How I'm filming this right now on my iPad, I don't know. But if I can do this, anybody can. If I can buy from them, anybody can. So I will leave the link to AliExpress on my review vids. And that's about it. I'm not going to put the link to the item. I know a lot of people put links to the actual item that they bought from AliExpress, because what I've noticed is I put things on my wish list, and those things don't last too long. Like, they're on there for like a couple weeks and then they're gone. So I don't really see the point of leaving the link for the item, because odds are it's probably not going to still be there after a couple weeks. So, but I will always leave a link for AliExpress, and I will tell you the name of the buyer that I buy from. But that's as far as I'll go. Because I just don't see the point of putting a link to something that might not be there after a couple weeks. I guess a lot of people buy from there and whatnot. It's just how it is. It's like eBay. You know, you put a link to an eBay auction and then it's gone. It's like no point to it. So yeah, I am not a seller. I am a buyer. And again, I'm always going to keep this 100% with you. I know that these jerseys are not authentic. I will never call them authentic. I will call them what they are. They're replica. And also, if I'm not happy with the jersey, I will let you know. I mean, it's now, I'm hoping all these vids are going to be positive, but there may be a few. I know when I was buying from Alaba, there was a few baseball jerseys I got, and it's like the team, it had like a team logo. It's supposed to be a team logo on the sleeve, and it didn't have the team logo, and I was pretty, I can't say I'm too upset, because again, you're not paying for perfection, but you would like, those to be there. So yeah, sometimes the team logo wasn't on a sleeve or whatever. So we'll see. The one thing I also noticed about Ali is all he said, there's like generic pictures, and you'll like a lot of the sellers will have the same picture of their items. So I try to find sellers that have their own pictures, so you really can get a gauge of what you're buying. Although sometimes it's just impossible, and it's like taking a chance a lot, but it is what it is. I found some sellers that do put their own pictures on there, and they have pretty good selection, and some don't. It's hit or miss. It's really hit or miss on there. I'm still relatively new to it, so I haven't really hunted around too much on there. But like I said, I picked up an item, and it should be here within a day or so. So then I'll have my first official jersey review for AliExpress on here, and I'm looking forward to it. I know a ton of people make these review vids, so I enjoy watching their videos, and hopefully people enjoy watching mine. I'll try to make them short. I know this one's a little long, but I do want to have this as like an introduction video, if I said that right. But going forward, I'm just going to show the item. I'm going to talk a little about the item. I'll give you the name of the seller when I do the review vid, and like I said, I will put the link to AliExpress on the vid, so you can always just go on there. And I like I said, sign up. It's easy. It's like it takes a minute, and then once you're on there, you just hunt around and do what I did. You just kind of look around and see what you can see. You can find just about everything on there, but don't expect too many authentic things on there. It just, again, it's what you pay, and if you're gonna. You can't expect, authentics if you're going to pay like $20, $25, $30. It doesn't work that way. And I know because I've been collecting jerseys for a very long time. I have a pretty large collection. I used to go to flea markets. There were flea markets near me. There were sellers that we knew. They were just selling the stuff from, right out of the bags. And, again, it was an alternative. I mean, again, I'm not paying a premium, but it was the players' jerseys that I wanted. I got them. Never had a problem with them. They didn't break apart or anything like that. Used to get the Reeboks. Now it's the Nike and whatnot. And, again, it's an alternative. Is it perfection? No. But I know I'm not paying for perfection. And I can deal with that. I have more than enough authentics. What's a few non-authentics in the collection, to go with them, whatever. Particularly, like I said, for current players and for ones like this that, the wool flannels are just way too hot. This is a nice little alternative. It still looks good. Everybody knows it's a Jackie Robinson jersey, so I'm happy with it. I've had this for a couple years now, and I've worn it a few times, and out and about, and people like it. So like I said, it's an alternative. It's an alternative to the authentic, and I'm happy with that. I can live with it, and I can also wear it and be more comfortable in the hot months. So yeah, that's going to do it for now. Like I said, my first review vid will be later in the week, so be on the lookout for that. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys made it with me. I know it's been about 15 minutes, but like I said, I wanted to do this intro video just to tell you a little about what I'll be doing. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you in that first review vid, which will be later in the week. Take care.